In a quiet suburban neighborhood, twins Marcus and Michael lived in a modest house inherited from their late parents. To the outside world, Marcus was the friendly, outgoing twin, always with a smile and a kind word. Michael, on the other hand, was the reclusive sibling, rarely seen by neighbors and rumored to be troubled since childhood. But no one could imagine the dark secret the brothers shared. Marcus had always felt a strange connection to Michael. Growing up, he noticed his twin's fascination with death and violence. While Marcus embraced the normalcy of life, Michael's mind grew darker. By their early 20s, Michael had fully succumbed to his sinister urges. One fateful night, he confided in Marcus.
I can't stop the thoughts, Marcus.
Michael whispered, his voice trembling.
They won't leave me until I act.
Marcus was horrified, but deep down, felt an unshakable loyalty to his brother. Instead of seeking help, Marcus chose to protect Michael in the most twisted way. You can't just pick anyone, he said cautiously. If you must do this, it has to be planned. It began with strangers, lonely men at bars, travelers passing through town. Marcus, with his charming demeanor, lured them in. Why not come back to my place for a drink, he'd suggest with a warm smile. Once they entered the house, Michael would emerge from the shadows, his presence cold and menacing. The men never left. The brothers worked in perfect sync to hide the evidence. Michael's room in the basement became a chamber of horrors, while Marcus ensured that their house remained the picture of suburban normalcy. Missing person reports began to pile up in the community, and whispers of a serial predator spread fear. Detective Laura Harris, a sharp and relentless investigator, took a special interest in the case. The patterns suggested the victims were being targeted by someone charming and approachable. After weeks of interviewing locals, she found herself talking to Marcus. He seemed helpful and pleasant, but something about his demeanor left her uneasy. One night, Laura decided to surveil Marcus's house. From her car parked across the street, she saw Marcus lead a man inside. Hours passed, but the man never came out. The next day, Laura returned with a warrant. When the police stormed the house, they found Marcus in the kitchen, calmly drinking coffee. "Can I help you, officers?" he asked, feigning innocence. But Michael was nowhere to be found. In the basement, they uncovered Michael's gruesome lair, bloodstains, makeshift restraints, and trophies from the victims. Yet Michael had disappeared through a hidden tunnel leading into the woods. Marcus was arrested, but he refused to give up his twin's location, claiming he didn't know where Michael had gone. The case made national headlines. Though Marcus was convicted as an accomplice, Michael remained a shadowy figure, a ghost haunting the town. Sightings of him were reported across the country, but he was never caught. Years later, in his prison cell, Marcus received a letter with no return address. Inside was a single sentence written in a familiar hand. "Thanks for all you did, brother. See you soon." Marcus smiled faintly.